The world is standing on the cusp of a full-blown World War III. After US, the UK too is brazenly adding fuel to the fire in Ukraine. A Guardian report revealed on November 19th that Britain is expected to supply Storm Shadow missiles for use by Ukraine on targets inside Russia. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer doubled down on his support for Ukraine at the G20 summit in Brazil. Starmer said, "I have been really clear for a long time now. We need to double down. We need to make sure Ukraine has what is required for as long as required, because we cannot allow Putin to win this war." Earlier, it was US that gave Ukraine the approval to use its long-range missiles inside Russia. You see, Zelensky is a madman who now knows he has just 60 days to avert a Russian victory. He has a free hand to expand this war as much as possible until Trump enters the White House. And the madman is now going bonkers. On Tuesday, Russia claimed Ukraine used US supplied weapons and missiles to launch strikes inside Russia. It is unprecedented. Ukraine so far never used NATO supplied weapons to launch strikes inside Russia. As per Russian and US officials, Ukraine on Tuesday fired the Army tactical missile system at the Bryansk region bordering Ukraine. Russia said 5 missiles had been shot down and 1 had caused damage. It is noteworthy that as Ukraine was planning to launch its first strike inside Russia using US supplied weapons, Putin, on the other hand, signed a decree approving the country's new nuclear doctrine. In a major policy change, the doctrine now says an attack from a non-nuclear state, if backed by a nuclear power, will be treated as a joint assault on Russia. Even if Russia is attacked by using conventional weapons, Moscow will have all the rights to retaliate using nuclear weapons. However, the Kremlin later said that nukes would only be deployed if Russia feels forced to. This doctrine will also be extended to Russia's close ally, Belarus. In simple terms, now that US is openly aiding Ukraine in launching attacks on Russian soil, Moscow will now take it as a joint assault by US and Ukraine. And in that case, Russia may even launch strikes on US sites. And even US realizes this threat now. On Wednesday, US Embassy in Kiev shut down its operations over threats of an attack by Russia. The US Department of State said in a statement, "Out of an abundance of caution, the embassy will be closed and embassy employees are being instructed to shelter in place." And US citizens are facing the threat too. The State Department said the US Embassy recommends US nationals be prepared to immediately shelter in the event an air alert is announced. What a great achievement, Joe Biden. Your term will always be remembered as a stain on US democracy and on global peace. This is exactly what looks like the beginning of a world war. Even Trump Jr., the son of the incoming US president, has accused Biden of triggering the World War III. Trump Jr. wrote on X, "The military-industrial complex, or the MIC, seems to want to make sure they get World War III going before my father has a chance to create peace and save lives." So, is the war going to escalate? Is the world going to witness the World War III? Joe Biden is trying hard for that, but at the end of the day, we are hopeful Putin's sanity will prevail.